House of Representatives Special Committee on Oil Theft and Losses has recommended a special intervention funds for the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps and the Nigerian Customs Service to enhance their performance. The chairman of the committee, Honorable Alsan Dagoa, said this on Tuesday during a special session on the utilization of special intervention funds to combat crude oil theft across the country. Dagoa expressed disappointment over lack of support for the NSCDC to fulfill its constitutional mandate. The chairman promised to make sure that NSCDC is fully carried along in the war against oil theft and losses in Nigeria.
The reason the NNPC will have cause to engage other security agencies like your own, then they have no excuse whatsoever not to engage the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. More especially when you go to the nitty-gritty of the legal framework that established the Nigeria Civil Defense. Major part of your duty and responsibility is protection of national assets and public property.
Sir, let me even
I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes,
so the case you are putting is just right, and you don't have to even speak further. That we are not part of this scheme.
Yes,
we have not been invited. The NNPC does not require our services.
Yes, sir.
That's just all.
Since you have the responsibility, you're saddled with the responsibility of protecting critical assets. I want to ask if you even have access to the pipelines. Do you have any access to, if you do, how did you gain access to, who gave you access? Because if you are protecting someone's facility and you are not getting any funds from that same organization, then we need to ask, how did you gain access to the facility, the pipeline, if you do? And how come NNPC is not paying you for that, or is not supporting you? And all the seizures that you've made, how do you handle them? All the crude that you seized, all the finished products that you seized, how do you have facilities or storage? Because now it shows that you don't have a cordial relationship with NNPC.
Based on the memo we received, we are given the privilege of maybe giving details on intervention so far collected. I want to assure this honorable committee that as far as this goal is concerned, since its inception, we have never been opportune to have that privilege. From any rather, I think we have been busy pursuing the, appropriate, like NNPC and other decent, to be able to have that opportunity or chance of even having access to such, we have not. So I'm saying here categorically.
Sorry?
Yes, we have never had the opportunity of accessing anything like
any fund to that effect?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying, sir.
Okay, I think you put it clear, straight on the record. It is one information that will also be very useful to the committee to see how we can come up with a report where this agency of government or this security agencies is actually carried along, and you must also be part and parcel of this special intervention. Unfortunately, these are interventions that have been given specially, and it's not been on our statutory appropriation law. It's a special funding they are giving. Of course, the NNPC could have their own budget. Don't forget that the NNPC is even a company. They could have their own budget. Probably they have a provision for this. But I feel if you can be able to convince the committee and let us know that even without this special assistance from the NNPC or from the CBN, that the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps is doing this much to help support Nigeria and Nigerian people, and of course our economy. And this is what you guys are doing at the moment. This will help us, I think, be able to address this problem you are facing. Of course, obviously, all members can agree with me that there is just no point whatsoever why anything of this nature can be done without the National Security and Civil Defense Corps being involved.